Wow. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Salute. We here. Little technical difficulties. Thank you, George Allen. Wa alaikum salam. See Allah. Peace to the God. Salute. Cousin Pookie on the couch. Peace. We here. You see the title. Why ain't as many sisters and brothers? Happy for Candace Owens for her marriage as they are Kamala Harris's in her marriage. It's Team Candace over here, right? Go girl, go sister girl, you go girl. Be with whoever makes you happy. Remember that? Our sisters is so full of that line, that one-liner. You should be able to love whoever makes you happy, whoever you want to love. Okay. Especially if it's involving the rainbow lifestyle. But a big Sir Mix-a-Lot but. I like big butts, but I cannot lie. That don't apply when it comes to Candace Owens for some reason. Why ain't as many sisters and brothers happy for Candace Owens and her marriage as y'all were and are for Kamala Harris and her husband and her marriage? What happened to all that you go sister girl business? You know what I'm saying? The Prince Charming, the handsome white boy prince from England that sweep you out. Like, why y'all ain't happy for her like y'all are for Serena Williams or, all y'all independent boss chick, power chicks that got white husbands? Why y'all not happy for Candace Owens like that? I'm trying to find out. Jesus is King, salute. Chill Wise, Peace Treaty Classic, Ahmad Jabril, salute. Bro C, peace and blessings. Is that a fair question? Yusuf Arline with the muscle, with the wrench, tune-up masters, ready to tune somebody on up out of here. Right, Cousin Pookie on the couch, exactly. Excellent example. Meghan Markle. She became the Princess of York or whatever the hell she is, England or something. It's a fairy tale, right? What happened to she living the dream, ain't she? She living the American dream, ain't she? Adrian Martinez, salute. Why ain't my sisters and my brothers supporting Candace Owens like they supported Kamala Harris, like they support Meghan Markle, like they support Serena Williams, like they support Kamala Harris? Like, what is the problem, sisters? Sister girls, sisters and brothers and sisters? I don't know what this world is coming to. Yes. What's going on? Ahmad Jabril Compton in the building. J5, wa alaikum salam. Ain't that a fair question? I thought it was you go girl. I thought it was girl power, sister girl. Be with whoever make you happy. Why that don't apply to Candace Owens? Why y'all don't like this look right here? Why is this sellout? Why is that the sellout look? Why is that the sellout look? Help me understand that. American Negro News, salute, man. He in the building today. Yeah, man, I got all my muscle. I got my whole bouncer squad, my whole goon squad. Right. Salute to the goon squad. Boy, they got tools out for y'all niggas. Man, the whole squad. Damn. All right. Squad cooks. Salute to squad in the building. Y'all see the title though, right? What's going on? Did y'all see Candace Owens episode today? Because this Team Candace over here. That's my worker. That's my number one journalist. She had an episode today introducing her husband that she been with for 6 years, that she said she been trying to get on air and to be able to do an interview with him for the last 6 years. She been married to him 6 years, and he been, off the camera for 6 years. And she went into how they met and, just a fairy tale, just living the dream. You know what I'm saying? God blessed her with a man, with a good man, right? What a man, what a mighty good man, right? Right? She don't represent us if she don't got a black man. She can't represent us. She can't come to the cookout. What about Kamala Harris? She got do Candace got to learn how to cook greens and pork in the bathtub? What she got to do? Get hot sauce in her purse? She got what she got to know how to do? She got to know Quavo. My friend Quavo would say that she need to know some rappers other than Kanye. Excuse me. Oh man. Phone check 72 tapping in. Houston, H-Town. For sure. Monique Hill. Let me know. What do we have to do? What do I have to tell my client that she needs to do to be invited to the Black Cookout, for her to be accepted by the Black delegation? What does my client, Candace Owens, need to do? K's one. Thomas, salute, peace. I'm here representing my client, Candace Owens, and her husband, and their beautiful fairy tale dream, Prince Charming marriage and relationship and family. Does any of y'all have a problem with it? Any of y'all that voted for Kamala Harris have a problem with Candace Owens and you know, her position on anything? That's what I want to hear. Go, sister girl. Do whatever make you happy, right? Love who you want to love, right? Right? Even if it's rainbow love, right? Or are we going to be on cricket mode? Are we going to be on cricket wireless? Are we going to be on cricket wireless, Obama phone mode, mute mode? Let me get this, invite this link on here, man. I want to hear from y'all. Uncle Cam wants you. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Because we team Candace over here. White lives matter. White lives matter. Anybody disagree with that? You say, so you saying you Black Muslim, Malcolm X Farrakhan, Elijah saying white lives matter? Yes. White lives matter. And I'm trying to speak your language about being embracing loving who you want to love, right? Love don't got a color. We all the same underneath, right? That shouldn't be no problem, right? Y'all shouldn't have no problem with Candace Owens not putting Black first. Kamala Harris didn't put Black first. You fought against us, and you not friends with Black people that you had from day one, family members and all that, over Kamala Harris. You crashed out over her. So what's your position on Candace Owens? J5 said a Club Shay Shay interview is the new gateway to Black acceptance. Right. You got to be on Club Shay Shay. Man, that's what Black is now, huh? That's what Black is. What's y'all thoughts though, man, on this image right here? Because I'm gonna get into mine. I just want to get these first little few minutes for y'all to just soak in this beautiful look right there. Ain't that a handsome young white man? That's a real wholesome, handsome young British, English, you know, educated white man right there, and a beautiful Black woman, you know, healthy, smart, slim, trim, sharp, educated. Man, that's the dream, man. That's the dream. She living the dream. What's your problem with her? David Lartiz, salute. David said the reason why she's not accepted is because she's against them 304s. There's some foes in this house. There's some foes in this house. She against them foes. She against them foes. Friends and foes. Friends and 304s. Right? With foes like that, who needs friends? The Elmatic, man, I got the full squad, goon squad. Only one left. Salute Elmatic. Yusuf in the building. Elmatic in the building. Is that marriage gonna last? Is this Keith Sweat status right here? Does this look like it's Keith Sweat status? Is just are they gonna make this one last forever right here? Make it last. Make it last. They already lasted 6 years. They already lasted 6 years, y'all. They already lasted longer than most of us. Our marriages last. And that's your first time ever seeing dude on her show. I don't know how old he is, but I really just want to, I want y'all to really digest that. I really want to just put it in your face and have you accept it. Same way that you put Doug Emhoff in our face and try to make him be our ruler, our first man, our first gentleman over us. I just want to, just return the favor. I just want this to marinate. Just let this marinate. Man. I'm trying to, well, I guess I don't need to show that. Why was y'all happy with Kamala Harris' husband? Why was y'all happy? Why was y'all okay with Kamala Harris's husband? All y'all that voted for Harris, why was y'all happy with her husband? Why was that okay? Why was she not a sellout? Why was she not a sellout? Because she went to black sorority. Well, Candace Owens is black. Candace Owens is black. She didn't have to go nowhere to fit in with a black organization. She could go to the bathroom and look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? She is black. Marlon Cozy. Salute. Help me understand, man. Why was y'all happy with Kamala Harris and her relationship and her marriage? But y'all got a problem with Candace Owens. She don't represent us. I'm so wanting to hear from y'all, man. Y'all know y'all voted, right? Y'all know y'all voted. Y'all voted for Harris. So if you know you voted for Harris, I'm trying to convict you. I'm trying to convict your conscience. There's the StreamYard link. You know you voted for Kamala Harris. You know what her and Joe Biden did to black people, right? You know that you said that she was black, that you forced that on us, that she was black, and we was tripping because we was misogynistic or racist or whatever, because we didn't want to see a black woman president. So all of y'all that said that, I'm calling on you right now to give me your position or your thoughts and your views about why you don't like Candace Owens. Why you don't like Candace Owens. And how do you feel about her marriage, about her cute Prince Charming husband right here? Look how happy she is. She just got stars in her eyes. She got twinkles. She just got twinkles in her eyes looking at that handsome young Englishman that she got 3 children with. Boy, he was able to go to heaven. Boy, he was able to put his little, recessive future in a black heaven. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Or am I tripping? Can we not be happy for her? Are we not happy for Candace Owens, man, in her marriage? Her marriage lasted longer than most of ours have. She's 6 years in. She's 6 years in. I think that's longer. Is that longer than Kamala Harris and Doug? Right? She been married longer than Kamala Harris and Doug. And she got 3 children. She's officially a wife and a mother. She officially married. Like, she officially got a family, not some ready-made family that he already had, where she just, pulled up on.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
But Why were y'all voting for Kamala Harris to be for president or something? But then Candace Owens isn't even invited to the cookout.
Man, say that louder. Say that again.
How come y'all were voting for Kamala Harris and her husband and stuff, but y'all won't even invite Candace Owens to the cookout?
Yeah, so y'all won't even invite Candace Owens. She can't even come to the cookout, but you was pressing us to vote for Kamala Harris and her husband to rule us, to be our rulers. Can anybody pull up? Sometimes you got to pop out and show ninjas like me. Just pop out and show me. You know what I'm saying? Show me. Because I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm still trying to figure it out. Ahmad Jabril, they're not up on politics. I would say Candace is a $5 such and such sniping, while Kamala is a pro Zion. Not sure if that had anything to do with them disliking. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man. Can't even come to the cookout. Can't even come to the cookout. One of them sold out, and one of them ain't never even bought in, right? Which one is worse? One of them trying to rule you, one is trying to report and deliver information to you. One of them is trying to rule you, and one of them is just trying to deliver information to you about the ones that's trying to rule you. Damn. Damn. Can I make it any clearer? Can I phrase it a better way that you see it any clearer? Big dog, my daughter right here, man. My daughter right here. But we just talking about our people. We talking about our people and their feelings against Candace Owens for whatever reason. She don't speak up for black people. She don't speak up for black people, but she's speaking against the biggest enemy of black people. She's speaking against the biggest enemy of black people, but she don't speak for black people. And you know, this probably could have something to do with it, because she has already chosen her most personal and most intimate life partner, life companion, mate, which is a white man, right? And you already have children by that white man. So it's good that she even brought him on, because his natural role is to be the head of that family and the head spokesperson, because now he has black children. Now he has black children. So I don't know what his loyalties are. I don't know what, his dedication and commitment is to, to his people. But now his seed is, actually blessed or mixed with original blood, right? So now he gonna have to answer these questions. It's not about Candace. He's gonna have to answer these kind of questions now, right? So will he have the natural ingredients and material and makeup and character to be able to withstand what he gonna have to answer? You know what I'm saying? Because their natures aren't the same. Their natures aren't the same, no matter what. So they're gonna run into problems and trials and tribulations regarding race, regarding the race of their children, regarding what their children are going to have to identify as or go through or get come up against or get attacked by. Yeah. 305 North Vegas said, I love Candace. I don't care why or who. I guess that's who she F with. Yeah, we heard you already, big dog. We heard you. Right. Candace ain't for dummies. 305 North Vegas. David Lartie. Come on. We all know who is head of their household. It's Candy. She runs that house. They could Don't believe the hype. Don't believe that. Just because them folks don't be emotional, they don't have to, you know, he's probably not having his manhood even challenged. He don't feel threatened. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already who he is. He don't even feel threatened. You know what I'm saying? Do he even hold the core values that we even hold? The morals, you know, do he understand real warfare, satanic, you know, if you from that people that's doing the most Satanism, you know what I'm saying? She ain't no threat. Like, that's probably like exciting to them. Yeah, that's like dominatrix or something like that. But when it come down to it, she ain't running him. No, by no stretch of the imagination. Ain't no any of these sisters that you see with these guys of the other persuasion, of the opposite race, they not running them. No, it's a come up from, you know, from the other people's perspective. Like, yeah, I just let you do what you want to do. Have you seen what Serena Williams' husband be looking like? He not threatened. He's seeing, he just being his little self. He can look passive. He can look what they call that, beta male-ish. Nah, dude just being his regular self, and she conforming to him. She's trying to be, you know, she's trying to look like him. He not trying to look like her. So that's letting you know who's dominating the relationship. I don't care what, you know, who do the most talking, who got the mic in their face and the camera in their face. Who's trying to look like who? You didn't see Candace Owens' husband come on here with no French braids, with no dreads. Shit. He came he came looking like the Brady Bunch. He came looking exactly like what he is. He not talking with no slang. He not talking no kind of ebonics. He keeping it 1,000 white boyish from England. If anything, you're going to say Candace Owens is leaning over to his side. They ain't threatened. They not threatened by no black women. Junior Chester, brother, are you still active in the NOI? Here's a StreamYard link. Here, hop on a StreamYard link and ask me, Brother Chester, because I'm not sure if I understand why you would ask me that. Maybe you can't understand my position that I'm taking right here on this live. Daryl Jackson, salute, peace and blessings. Marco Rios, straight out, she's not liked because she's a black conservative and not a liberal like Heresy. A similar reason Clarence Thomas and Larry Elder isn't supported by most blacks based on votes. But Candace Owens ain't running for no, and she's not a politician or a lawyer or a judge and that. She's just a journalist. So she's not even running for no power positions that have power over nobody. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, if she ain't even trying to rule nobody, like, why is she more hated and disliked than the people that's trying to rule over us? AM, a good book about this topic is called Black Women, Black Love, America's War on African American Marriage by Professor Ms. Diane M. Stewart. All right, for sure. That's a good look, AM. Everybody, if y'all interested in the topic, definitely look for that book. Yusuf Arline, there's a link. Mr. J.R. Chester asked Brother Cam that question. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Am I making sense though? I want y'all to get on here with me. I want somebody to hop on here with me and help me understand why Candace is a sellout and Kamala Harris ain't. Like, why y'all was so offended that people like myself wouldn't support Kamala Harris or vote, but you're not offended by, I mean, you're not offended by Harris, but you're offended by Candace Owens. Like, help me understand that.
Like, y'all don't care about the greens being washed in the bathtub.
Yeah. You don't care about the greens and the pork being washed in the bathtub. You don't care about the hot sauce in the purse. All right. That's all good. You don't care about the bar mitzvah or the mazel tov wedding. You don't care about none of that. You don't care about what Israel is doing right now overseas, the atrocities they're being exposed for. But Candace Owens can't come to the cookout. Candace Owens is the sellout. Help me understand that. You know, we tackled real taboo subjects over here, real elephant in the room subjects over here. And I got my little daughter right here participating because I make sure that she's a part of witnessing how to handle, you know, highly sensitive type topics. So she don't see her daddy run for no phase, don't duck nothing. She know I ain't gonna talk about no bedroom activity. You know, that I wouldn't talk about that if she wasn't here, but you know, I'm here for it all. I'm here for anything you want to ask me about. You just got to ask me on a live. You can't ask me too much on a chat. I don't respect typing. I don't respect too much typing. If it's something that's a real subject and I'm showing my face and I got my little daughter here, daughters and stuff floating around.
And we both on camera.
And we both on camera showing our face. And that, which means we targets. AI is capturing everything. Siri, AI, whatever it is, you know, they capturing all this stuff. So we can't hide. So why would I let you hide? Why would I let you hide? And I'm putting my whole family at risk. Michael Hawkins, salute. Man, I'm just saying, if I'm making sense, let me know. Cousin Pookie on the couch, a white man of the Commonwealth as well. And House of Lords and the House of Lords. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Y'all forgot about Kamala that fast? Y'all acting like y'all didn't press us and stress us and accuse us of being a problem? Y'all forgot? Y'all think we gonna forget? I'm different. I don't forget. I'm like an elephant when it comes to certain things. I'm just built differently. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about physically touching nobody, physically doing that. We talking about verbally. I'm a verbally return the energy. I'm just verbally returning the energy, right? That Kamala energy went on for 107 days. So I think I probably got like 90 days left. I got a good 90 days of this left that I can be serving y'all the same energy y'all gave me. It's really more than that when it came to that Biden, you know, voting for Biden. That was actually worse. So I really can go 4 years of this on y'all. Right, cousin Poogie on the couch. The only way she's able to get the truth out on that level. She had to be deep undercover. I'm not saying that was her intention. I'm saying that she was in the Matrix and Neo must have got her out. Somebody woke her up while she was in the Matrix, right? Now she going against the agent. She going against the Matrix. That's how that worked. You know, those of us that got out the Matrix already and then is trying to go make war and expose the Matrix, they got the yellow cones, they got the roadblocks, all that, and we're not getting in. They're not going to be highlighting us. God gonna use somebody that's already in there and turn them. Just like the devil uses people that's already in black organizations that's doing good and turn them. The devil turns those that's already in there, turns them evil, and God uses people that's already in the evil camp and turns them good. You know what I mean? Brother Kemet, salute. So I want to hear from you. Uncle Cam wants you. He wants to hear from you. Why ain't y'all sisters and brothers happy for Candace Owens' marriage? Why y'all not happy for her? I don't
understand that. I don't understand what's the difference and stuff, because Kamala, she has a white husband as well.
Yeah, absolutely. She got a Jewish white husband.
And what was it? I forgot what I was about to say.
Yeah, she got a Jewish white husband, and Kamala been locking black people up for decades. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't she from like West India or something?
Who, Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't even. But, you know, Kamala Harris really from here. AIN, it will be interesting to find out what is the status of these mixed couples on reparations. Do they support reparations? Right. I mean, you know, somebody got to be the authority. Somebody going to be charged with having the authority to determine who gets what, right? But reparations ain't gonna happen politically. Reparations is happening biblically, spiritually. That's a whole different type of criterion and rule book and law enforcement that the reparations is gonna actually happen through. Spiritual vibrations. I'm happy for Candace and her husband. Soulmate energy. Spiritual vibrations. Are you black? Are you black? Are you a woman? Are you a male? You know, I hear you, but I would love to see you. I would love to see you say that, you know, and let the people see your representation. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you white. I don't know if you black. We're looking for sisters and brothers. If you see the title, Sisters and Brothers, you know, to be happy for our sister girl, our go girl. You should be able to love and be with whoever makes you happy. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the voters for Harris. Spiritual vibrations. Did you vote for Kamala Harris? Because I salute you. If you voted for Kamala Harris and you saying I'm happy for Candace Owens and her husband, then you all right with me. Did you vote for Kamala Harris? Big dog, I still feel there's going to be a war. Oh, there's absolutely going to be war. It's going to be war of Armageddon. It's the end of the world. This is Babylon the Great is falling. Absolutely, big dog. Yeah, this is what's going to help it happen faster. Gooch, what up with you? Marco Rios, maybe she's not liked because she's a black conservative. We said that already. Not a liberal like Harris. Same reason Clarence Thomas and Larry Elder isn't supported by most blacks. Harris got 78% of the black man vote. Not of black men. You know, I don't know how many black men voted, but that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm here asking. If you voted for Harris, what problem do you have with Candace Owens? If you voted for Harris, what problem do you have with Candace Owens, especially with her husband, with her marriage? How is she a sellout or a so-called kazoon without the Z if Harris ain't one? Patrick Collins, hop on the live with me. You saying Kamala Harris and Candace are not FBA? I'm black. What does that have to do with anything? What does that mean? What is, you know, I have a few FBA, ADOS debates or discussions that I had, I'm saying, on these lives, and I would love for you to get on here and show me what that has to do with anything. What does that mean? Because I got a non-FBA black leader for your ass right now. So you tell me what that has to do with anything. Are you black? What is this question?
I think he's talking to spiritual.
Oh, okay. Salam Rude. I'm scrolling, trying to keep up. Rock Fresh, salute. What up, Rock Fresh? I see you. MK James, are you red? Are you green? Are you purple? Are you blocked yet? You could be blocked. You could be black. You could be in the black right quick. We talking about real race. We talking about race over here, MK James. Are you willing to get on here with us and talk that talk? Maybe I'm misunderstanding your text, but
I don't know. I'm just scrolling. I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm scrolling.
Are you red? Are you?
Yeah. Get on the live, or Goose the Great gonna make you see the black. he gonna fade you to black. Rock Fresh, black is black. Only we come up with what only we come up ways to separate and hate each other. None of these groups stronger enough to run a nation. Kimmy say Kamala drunk. Thank the Most High, Trump won. Right. I prayed for Trump to win. I prayed for Trump to win. Anybody want to get on here and give me a piece of your mind? I prayed to my God, which is a black man, that this white man that you say is a bigot and a racist and a liar, I prayed that he win. Now, did anybody want to get on? There's the StreamYard link. Would anybody please, if you have a problem with me saying that, please get on the live with me. Because I prayed to my God, right? And we can talk about who my God is. You can talk about what prayer means to me. I asked Elijah Muhammad. I asked the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? I asked to be, one with his will, make my will his will. Whatever his will is, put my mind in line with his will. And all before that, I was like, I want dude to win. I want Trump to win. But I actually prayed, prayed that. And guess who won? Guess who won? Apparently, my will is more accurate and in line with God and his will on this subject than everybody else that prayed against him. Ain't that something? I must be crazy. What are you still active in the nation, brother? Are you still in the nation? Is God still in the nation? God the one made Trump president. White lives matter, don't they? God made white lives. God made devil. Does the devils not matter? Is devils worthless? Do devils not have value? Anybody want to hop on here with me? On the spot, salute on the spot. Good evening to you as well. Gooch, man, you want to get on here with me, Gooch? Because I can't seem to get nobody to talk with me.
Everybody just dare to get on. I'm like,
my daughter right here. What I'm gonna do? I ain't gonna do nothing. Daughter right here. She just turned 11 years old. I can't cuss or nothing. I can't do nothing. This is the safest time to ever talk to me.
Like, I'm security. I'm the manager. I'm the executive producer of this.
Right. Adrian Martinez. They don't want that fade. No night, apparently. Adrian, they apparently not no nights, especially when the subjects that you was screaming bloody murder about before the election, November 5th. Before November 5th, we couldn't shut you up. Before November 5th, we couldn't shut you up about this subject. And we shut up and let you run it until the judgment came down, until the prayers got answered. Now, y'all Debo or y'all Smokey or whatever, when he get on live, I'll be quiet. When he get off, I'll be talking again. I'll be texting again. I'll be typing again. Marco Rios, I also prayed for Trump to win because he was the better of the two candidates. She's okay with the rainbow agenda, pro deletion of unborn children, and far left on many issues. I believe in God, so I can't endorse her. Man, that sounds very sane to me. Very sane. The one that y'all calling a bigot and a racist and a liar has what they call conservative values. That's, Christian values that's rooted in the laws of nature. The laws of nature. Right? So I'm down with the laws of nature, no matter who's representing it. There you go. Who's Akbar? Abdul, brother Akbar. Abdul Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum, brother Cam. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Wa
I'm
alaikum salam.
disappointed that people aren't coming in. I'm just kind of disappointed.
There goes security giving you the peace.
Peace.
Oh man, on the spot, say, "Come on, security."
Yeah, man, that's my niece. I'm disappointed. They come on here and they do a lot of finger jacking with your fingers, but they won't come on live. And I'm even saying, come on live and just turn your camera off so we can hear your voice. And because sometimes reading things, it's not the same as you saying things. We get a feeling from your voice. That's why you can't. That's why you can't text 911, because they need to hear the urgency in your voice.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ruben, my bro, said, wa alaikum salam. Spiritual vibrations, true. She only cared about rain. Oh, okay. I didn't did I miss the comment of you spiritual vibrations? Did you say you was black?
Yeah, she
said she was black.
Said she was a black woman.
Oh, okay. And she voted for Harris?
I think she said Kamala, but she said no to get on live.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, see the manager, so I'm saying she executive producer, she keeping track of all that. All right, spiritual vibrations. Well, I respect you because you didn't play hypocrite. So if you was happy for Kamala, you should be just as happy for Candace, and you said you are, so I respect that. Oh, she said I did not vote for Kamala.
She said Kamala after.
Oh, she didn't vote for Kamala.
Spiritual vibrations, can you please hit the link and turn your camera off and talk to us? We just, it's easier. We don't need to see you. I understand. But can you please just hit the link so we can have a verbal conversation with you?
Oh, okay. So, Kamala, spiritual vibrations. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you even more. With you even more on that, because that's my same position. And if you know what I'm doing right now by promoting Kamala Harris and her biracial, what do you call that? Interracial marriage. We in the nation, we don't condone or promote interracial marriage. You can do whatever you want to with your life, as y'all are clearly doing. But I'm just saying, since our sister girls in particular is so keen and so hyped up about saying, be with whoever makes you happy, including Rainbow. You can marry whoever you want to marry. Just, what I'm saying, love whoever you want to love. Why y'all got a problem all of a sudden with Candace Owens and her Prince Charming Englishman? You know what I'm saying?
Brother Cam, in the history of the NOI, has there ever been a white member of the NOI?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, they just not allowed in the mosque with us because we've been suffering from mental poisoning and mental worship of white people for the last 400 something years that would distract us.
Okay, so on the readings, when it's time to read on Wednesday, they can't come, and when you guys gather on Sunday, they can't come.
No. As of now, there might be some that's allowed to come into the mosque, but that's why there's a NOI.org where everybody can
watch.
Watch. But you got to keep in mind, we suffering from a mental disease. We've been mentally destroyed. We've been mentally taught to fear and worship white people. So until we fully recovered, it's like being in an ICU. You can't have no foreign germs, especially the germs that got you sick in the first place. You can't have that in your environment.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask you that because, pretty soon someone was going to ask you that. So I want, someone was watching and they're thinking, well, he's talking about this. I wonder if whites can join the NOI. So there you go, everybody.
Right. They definitely can join the NOI. They just can't be, like Rube said, the mosque is a hospital for our people. It's a hospital. to heal us from the germs of white supremacy.
Assalamu alaikum, brother Ruben. I was you yesterday. Somebody called me you.
Yeah.
So I was you for about 5 minutes yesterday, brother Ruben.
Right. Ahmad Jabril said the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the only white Muslims are allowed are the Turks and the Bosnians. I don't know about that. I don't know if he said that, but I know that in 1934, if anybody knows about the lesson, Supreme Wisdom Lessons by Master Fard Muhammad, there was already 3 million Muslim sons or Muslim sons in America in 1934. A Muslim son means a white Muslim, or what many people call a Freemason or a Shriner. Those are white Muslims who practice Islam in secret because they're not able to come among us and practice it until they study from 35 to 50 years. So Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the prophet of the Holy Quran, was a white man. We taught that he was a white man. So if we really had a problem with white people like that, we wouldn't even be wearing that name. We wouldn't even call him our holy prophet. So we want all the smoke. We want all the smoke with anybody that claims that we racist or sexist or anti-Semitic or all that. I want all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, it kind of sums that up.
Right.
So, Fard Muhammad was, you said white? He wasn't mixed?
No, his mother was white.
Okay.
Fard Muhammad just came to America in 1930 or made himself known in 1930, but Prophet Muhammad is the one 1400 years ago, the one that the Holy Quran was revealed to or revealed through. So the Muslim world, they only recognize Prophet Muhammad of Arabia of 1400 years ago. He is who we were taught is white. He was the only white prophet of God. All of the rest of the prophets was either black or half original, biracial, black and white. He was the only one that was white. And he was the last of the prophets and the greatest of the prophets because he was white. Because he was the one that proved that God could reform devil. The prophets didn't have enough knowledge or power, but God in his wisdom was able to reform devil and make him holy. So he's not devil. So evil is a bad name after faith. His nature was devil, but he conquered his own wicked nature and became holy. And that's why we honor him, because he's our product. He's not our teacher or our leader. He's our greatest product, meaning that we could turn negative into positive.
Okay. And which you guys have mastered for the past 300 years, 200 years for sure.
Well, we have. It's just being mastered now, though. So the whole controversy of this whole planet is racism. The whole mess that this whole planet is in is based on racism. It's based on wicked racism.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can say, no, it's about power, it's about money. Yeah, power for white people, power for a certain race. The original people never had that problem because we was all creators. You know what I'm saying? We didn't need to hoard or steal or pillage or lie or whatever, because we enjoyed the satisfaction of being original and creating original creations and discoveries and all that. But a Johnny come lately people that don't have no original thoughts or no original creations, they want to covet what has already been produced.
Okay. I was having a very interesting conversation with some cats, and we were looking at America in a whole and how we could make, go from 50 states to about 6 states. Because if you think about it, it's only, California, Texas, Florida, New York. There's only so many places that really matter, like Chicago. Mm-hmm. So let me tell you how they think, which is totally different than how we think. So when we came to the West Coast, we just said from Nevada, Oregon, Seattle, and all that shit's going to be California, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when we went to like Texas to get everything around there, that would be Texas. Everything around Florida would be Florida. Chicago would be Chicago. New York will grab everything else. Let me tell you how they think. So he said, okay, now if we break it down like that, and we have all this new infrastructure, who's going to be our slaves to build it? I'm like, that's how y'all really think? That's
Hey.
right. How else are we going to build it?
Yeah, it go deeper than that. Like when we was talking with Dre yesterday, and you was asking questions about Freemasonry, and he can't answer them. It really go deeper than that about Freemasonry and like sororities and fraternities. They just a watered down caricature of the secret societies like Freemasonry and the rituals that they go through, like walking over the hot sands and the cable tow and hazing and all of that. All of that is just what the original people did to those people, to the Yakubians, to the grafted devil people, when they started making so much trouble among the righteous people right after they got grafted, after they got manufactured. And they came back to shore. They came back to civilization in Mecca and Arabia, North Africa. And they started raising so much hell that within 6 months, they had turned the whole country upside down. And we had to identify, like, this problem didn't start until these new, pale albino looking people, showed up. So we rounded them up. We rounded up all that we could find, and we ran them out of the Holy Land into, over the hot Arabian desert, over the hot sands. That's why they say sands, crossing the burning sands, the hot sands, and the sororities and fraternities like that. Yeah, that's my sands. Yeah, I cross with these 5 people. You know what I'm saying? All of that's just symbolic of what we did to the KVs, when we ran them from among us 6,000 years ago. So all of that's rituals that's been preserved in their secret societies to remind them who they are and remind them who we are. But they don't give Black Masons the secret. Black Masons don't have that secret. They got that secret from Elijah Muhammad.
Okay, so basically there are 2 types of Masons. You have your Prince Hall, and then you have your other Masons, right?
Well, it's 2 types of Masons. It was 3 types of it's the Black ones that really don't get the real secrets. They, it's just like a business fraternal brotherhood fraternity that they get into just to share, certain privileges and advantages in this society. But the real reason for the secret society is to hide the identity of God and devil. So the real reason for the secret society, that's for Europeans. That's for those people.
Okay.
That's to hide their identity of being the opposite of God.
Okay.
And who their maker is. We're their maker. We're their God.
Okay. 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 Now, being that Barack was a president and he was a Freemason, so would it almost be like a situation to where the NOI doesn't allow this? Do you think the Freemasons don't allow Blacks in for a certain reason because some of the secrets can't be shared?
Well, no, the science that they practiced for the last 4,000 years, really 6,000, the ones that never went into the caves because they couldn't find all of them. All of these people that started making so much trouble. I'm careful. I can't say the words like, we rounded up all that we could find, but many of them escaped being captured because our people would house them, would harbor them, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they was females. If they was females, that they was intrigued by that new freaky box, that freaky,
Yeah. Come on in, baby. I got you. Come on. Yeah, I got you. I come. Yeah.
So, and then some of the males was, so those that did never go into the caves, they never lost the knowledge of themselves. They preserved the tricknology, the science of tricks and lies and how to lie, cheat, rob, steal, and delete. the original
Okay.
people in order to gain power. So
Right.
it's two different camps of Satan. You got a camp that went into the cave and lost like 2,000 years of time in the cave, and they went savage. And then you got another camp that never went in the caves, you know. So the most wise are the ones that never went in the caves, and they're represented by the Pope. The Pope,
Okay.
you know, the dragon is the ones that never went. You know, they so wise, they so cold, they so scientifically brilliant with their wickedness and their scientific evil. There's no match for those that call themselves, you know, cardinals or Catholic. You know, those people. Those that call themselves that is no match for their evil. The evil they practice is called just cold-blooded reptilian.
Okay. So do you understand the significance, like when they spell their name with the 3 letters or the 4 letters? Do you know the difference in that, or you don't? We don't have to speak. I'm just asking so you can educate me, because I know you probably know. If you don't, we don't have to talk about it.
You talking about the Jew? I mean the J?
No, the May, the Mason. Because they'll ask.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, the Freemasons. That's something that we established. When I say we, the original Black nation.
Okay.
We established that so that they could learn how to take over the world according to their own wicked nature. We are the ones taught them how to trick us. We are the ones that gave them power and dominion to rule over us for 6,000 years, 6 days. So in the Bible where it say, you know, let us make man in our image and give them that man that we made is the man of sin. Adam, the Adamic race, the original sinners. Like, we wasn't the people of sin before that. We made a new people that's sinful people, and we gave them power to rule the world in the nature of sin, in the nature of wickedness. And we all fell victim to their influence while they've been in power for the last 6,000 years. So we had to teach them. They was naturally wicked and weak. They couldn't even have survived. They couldn't even have existed. That's why we had to teach them, you know, how to trick us and what foods to eat, how to be civilized, how to trick us and make us think that, you know, they was our friends. We had to teach them how to trick us. And when I say we, I mean a certain handful of secret, wise God scientists, not the general population. We the ones that got tricked.
Okay. All right. Thank you, brother. It's always a pleasure when I get your teachings and we get your teachings.
It's not my teaching.
If the link is out there, please hit the link. Come in, talk live to Brother Cam. When he's on a roll like this, you really want to talk to him now. His engine's warmed up. The blood flow's going. This is the best time to talk to Brother Cam right now. When he's on this right here, this is the best time.
Kimmy, brother, commit. Kimmy.
Salute, Cam,
bro.
salute to the other brother. I forgot your name.
Goo.
Assalamu alaikum.
How you doing, bro?
Can you hear me?
No doubt. On that. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Do I got a delay or something? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a delay. It's like a 5-second delay.
Okay, well, I just had a question pertaining to what you were just talking about, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, my question is this is one thing I've been wondering for a long time. Like, because I've heard different stories from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I've heard the creation story from the Bible and other places, but my main thing was I was wondering, like okay, you look at the Mexicans, you look at the Arabs, you look at different people. It seems to me, these people had to be created scientifically, because I was trying to say I was wondering, like, okay, just say like right now, if I just wanted to create a Mexican out of, you know, like what 2 people do you put together to create like a Mexican? What 2 people do you put together to? Because it seems to me, long as they procreating with themselves, they reproduce themselves. Like long Mexicans are together, they're going to produce.
Mexicans are a mix. The reason why Mexicans speak Spanish because they've been conquered by white European Spaniards
and Indians.
And they didn't conquer the African, meaning the Negroid tribe of black people. They conquered the straight-haired Indian black people.
Yeah.
So that's why Mexicans have straight hair and you know they features look more European because the Indian, the tribe of black nation called the so-called Indian, those is black people, but they got straight hair, thin nose, thin lips, you know what I'm saying? So if you mix a white person with them, you get Mexican.
Right. And he's not speaking of the Indians on 7-Eleven. We're speaking of Indians with a teepee.
Right. Even if you go to India and deal with those, you get a dark one of those that got straight hair and thin nose, and you mix them with a white Spaniard, you gonna get something that look exactly like a Mexican.
Okay. Because let me ask you this. So how was I'll say it, how was the white man created in his beginning? Like, was it through science? Was it through rebirth and DNA? And I mean, that's what I'm wondering.
It's through
did he come on?
It's a science called selective breeding. It's just like breeding dogs or breeding cows or horses. It's selective breeding, meaning if you know about the dominant and recessive genes and traits that's in every mammal, us as original dark people before we was ever, if we would have never had our blood tampered with by no other race like white people or whatever, in the black nation, there's dominant and recessive gene. The dominant gene is black, the recessive gene is brown. So if you go somewhere like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us, if you go to Africa, one of the tribes that had never had their blood mixed by white people ever, and you look at their children, you're going to find one child here and there. You're going to find children that's a little shade lighter brown than the rest of the black tribe or the family. That means that lighter one, that little lighter brown shade of black one, that they're demonstrating their recessiveness, their recessive traits more than the rest. So you find one that's a little lighter shade brown and over here, and then you find another family with a little girl that's a little lighter shade brown, and you marry them on together, right? So you breeding for recessiveness. You're breeding for that brownness. So when they have children, you find one that's brown and you pick that one, and you keep that process up for 200 years until you able to produce a whole brown person. Now in the brown person, brown is the dominant gene and trait, and yellow is the recessive trait in a brown person. So when you got the little brown children, you're gonna find one that's a little shade yellowish brown, and you pick a boy out of there and a boy out of girl, a girl out of the other one, and you keep that going, and another 200 years, you're gonna produce a whole yellow person or people. And
let me explain it to him like this.
Yellow is dominant and white is recessive. So it took 600 years, and that's why it says to count the number of the beast, because the beast is the opposite of God. It's a human people, but it's the recessive people. Count the number of the beast because it's the number of a man, and his number is 6 because it took 600 years. It took 60,000 original black people to produce this race, and they was to live or exist for 6,000 years. So that's the 666. That's talking about the Adamic race that we made.
Oh, and another thing, young man, I just want to explain this to you. Every dog breed starts off as a mutt, right? So you put two things together, something came out, and like Cam was saying, okay, we like how this one looks, we like how this one looks. Let's breed them together, and you have to keep producing until it becomes as one. Cane Corsos, Pit Bulls, Rottweilers, it all started off as a mutt. Then you start producing them together, and now you have a breed.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. So my next question would be, so were there really scientists doing this, or was this just happen because of human evolution?
No, that's science. It would have always existed if it was evolution. So evolution means improvement of. The Caucasian is weakness.
Right.
That's not improvement. That's not evolving. That's devolving, if anything.
Yeah, that's why I never believed in evolution. I always thought evolution was just a creation substitute.
Yeah, you know, it is a such thing as evolution, but evolution can be proven in nature to be natural, and it's improvement. Evolution is improvement. So if white people were evolved black people, they would be stronger than us, right?
Right.
Evolution means you're getting better.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I've heard some people say, well, you know, that's why the white man is on top, because he evolved and was better. I've heard black people say that, but you know, I never subscribed to that. But you know,
Yeah, you heard mentally dead black people subscribe to that. The only thing they was better than us at is evil. That's why the Bible said, "Don't eat of this tree." That's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That's how we got tricked, because we was naturally righteous and we didn't know nothing about evil. So anybody that would come with a science or a lifestyle or some tricks of evil would easily rule us and take over us.
I agree.
Man, ask us some more, man.
Yeah, well, we appreciate this. This is good.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. You know, I always, you know, hey man, this is right up my alley right here, for real. But yeah, so when it comes to, like you were saying earlier, Cam, about how let us make man in our image and after our likeness. So that's what these were these the beings, or were these not? I don't want to hate. My bad. I don't want to hate to use the word being. Were these the black men that was on the mothership doing this, or that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Nah. The Bible, if you're going by Genesis, it say the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they was fair, and took them wives, all that they chose, and all of that. So way before Jesus, apparently 2,000 years or 4,000 years or whatever, according to the Bible, before Jesus, God already had sons. He already had sons. It wasn't no my only son, my only begotten son, because in Genesis, he got sons that saw the daughters of men, the daughters of Adam and Eve, you know what I'm saying, that they was fair, meaning light, and started having sex with them and making children. So these wasn't ghosts. These was people that was called the sons of God, not the sons of men, not the daughters of men. So that's talking about the original black people. The gods are the one that made the sons and daughters of men. We made Adam from us, but we started mating with what we made. We started mating with a diluted version of ourselves, which produced, you know, other problems.
I see what you're saying. That make that story make way more sense. That you like when how you put it like that.
Yeah, we said, "Come, let us make man." So, and the reason why the God even said that is because all through our creation, all throughout history, we always was having problems in our own nature. We could never make our creation all the way perfect. You know, we was having, you know, impediments and stuff, you know, in our nature. And that's because we are self-created. Like, we don't have no parents. I'm talking about the black nation. Well, all the other races have parents. We're their maker, but we don't have no maker. So the very first one of us is self-created. Created him. That's who we call the originator, or the creator, Allah, who created this form and originated all the creation from himself, and reproduced himself and set up a law of reproduction of himself, which is us. We are the reproductions of him, right? So,
right.
I forgot you said something, but I got another thought. There'd be a lot of stuff racing through my head, so I'll be hearing stuff. But anyway, hopefully I answered that.
Oh yeah, you definitely you hit it on the head. You hit it on the head, man. My next, I don't want to ask too many questions, man, because you know what I mean.
Ask 1,000 questions, man. That's what we here for. If you got that, I love this. Nobody has to agree or believe it, but I love the fact that I could at least share this and like I said, Ruben and Gooch and people that that can add to it and can add on. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, I appreciate that. So in the scriptures, when it's talked about Elijah and Moses and I think I forgot who else appeared on the mountain and then they was taken up. What's the backdrop of that?
Well, I think you're talking about the transfiguration on Mount Tabor. That wasn't taken up. It was Jesus that saw Elijah, Moses, and somebody, and that's when God said, "This is my son in whom I'm well pleased." Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's the transfiguration. And that. So you're saying what is that? What does that mean, so to speak?
Yeah. What does that mean? Because some people I've heard different I've heard different breakdowns of that. Like I heard some people say they was taken up on the ship. I've heard some people say it was. I mean, I heard different things. I was just trying to see what your perspective was.
No, you're not talking. Yeah, I don't think you're talking about the transfiguration. You're just talking about them departing. Period. Like Elijah got took up in the whirlwind, or Enoch, or Moses, and all that.
Yeah, and then when you read that, when I read that story, I thought when they transfigured, I thought it was saying they was beamed up or something. But I guess I'm wrong on that.
I mean, it says they was taken up. So however that happens, it could be a beam, it could be whatever it is, but it says that they was taken up in a whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says that when it regarding Moses, that God regularly traveled around in some chariot in some big wheel, Ezekiel's wheel, pillar of fire by night and a cloud by day, that landed on the top of a mountain, and Moses had to leave his people at the base of the mountain because they wasn't allowed to come up and get on the wheel on the mothership craft and talk to God face to face. But yeah, God regularly traveled around, according to the Bible, on a craft.
Yeah, because I heard you play the Minister Farrakhan.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
I heard you play the Minister Farrakhan because I was wondering what the eyes or what the eyes was around the wheel. But when you played Minister Farrakhan the other day, when he was like, the eyes was the people looking out, and I was like, that was interesting.
Just means people. Yeah, and it said it was beasts. It was 4 beasts, which represents the 4 races, the 4 original races. So black, brown, red, and yellow is on the wheel and had part in helping the guy make the wheels. Scientists.
Oh, so that's what they mean.
Scientists.
Okay.
So beasts mean people. So even though it's we think that's an evil term, when it's talking about this particular beast, this wicked, mark of the beast, that's talking about America and England and Israel and stuff like that. So, but all beasts ain't wicked. God is a beast. He's a lion, right? He's the Lion of Judah. Or he's the ox or the ram or the, what I'm saying? So we use animals to describe certain characteristics.
Yeah, can I chime in real quick, brothers?
Yeah, get a little closer to the mic, Keely, because I could barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, let me turn this down. Miss Rachel, my daughter, you listen to this shit. I'm tired of it. But so I think also too, just adding to the whole beast thing. When I was looking at Revelation, my bad, I don't got my stuff on me right now, but when I was looking at Revelation, when it was talking about like how basically how Satan is gonna come out of the sea, right? And the sea could also symbolize people as well. And I think that sometimes a lot of us kind of get caught, and it's not every single person, but there's people out there that get caught in, oh, this dragon's about to come out the sea, this is about to come out, And I think that people don't really understand like the allegory. People don't really understand like biblical terminology. You know what I mean? Sometimes people look at it from a religious sense and don't really dive deep into it. You know what I mean? Don't look at the Hebrew translation, look at the Greek translation, like really look at the original language, because English, like a lot of us speak, which is unfortunate, but English, you know what I mean? It has different meanings to a lot of words have multiple meanings to it. And it's crazy because I remember a Hispanic guy and, an Asian guy I spoke to, they were saying that how English is hard for them to learn. You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah.
I personally believe, whether people believe it or not, I personally believe that English is going to be the last language. You know what I mean? Like, far as, you know, I don't know what other dominant language is going to come after this. I know that back then it was like Hebrew, then they got to a little bit into Arabic, you know, Greek and stuff like that. But yeah, but you're right though. I do believe that when it comes to the beast system, it is symbolizing people, because if you think about it, if we who's gonna straight up worship a lion or this little 6-headed, you know, monster, you know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody's gonna really worship that. It got to be something that people are familiar with, which is a face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying on that. But I think the reason I got into, I was looking at the topic or the header of your video.
You had a take on it? You got a comment about it?
What about Kamala? I think it's like, I think the reason a lot of sisters are not really feeling it, and I think some sisters are feeling, some brothers are feeling it, but for me, I'm not feeling it either way. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it's Kamala, Candace, because it's like it pushes a narrative that for some reason happiness and true marriage can only happen if we interracially date and not, you know, date each other, or marriage. You know what I mean? Like, be with each other. And when I look at like a lot of the people are in power, a lot of the figureheads and stuff like that, I do find it ironic. A lot, not all of them, but a lot of them do tend to, you know, marry something different. And it makes me think, like, you know, are they trying to push a narrative like, oh, sisters, go get you this kind of man, brothers, go get you this kind of woman, you know? And it really makes you think, like, damn, like, can our relationships last long? You know what I mean? Can our relationships last long? Can the people we be with, can it really thrive? Can it get to marriage? You know, so it just seems that only way from my eyes and what I look at, it just seems that only way we can be happy is if we're not with each other. You know what I mean? So it kind of bothers me. What you think about that though?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I understand what you're saying. But we all got what people be telling me all the time. We all got free will, and statistically, clearly, the one that leaves marriages and leaves relationships is our women. It's not us that's leaving. You know, we might do something that they don't like so much that they exercise leave. Relationships don't work out because, for statistically proven, that in the majority of cases, it's our sisters that's leaving the relationship because they think they got a better option, or they think that life works some other different kind of way, that they're not supposed to suffer no trials or tribulations or suffer no pain in a relationship. So they get ghosts.
Yeah, and that, you know, and that bothers me because it's like, it bothers me because it's like, not all women, but, you know, in my sense, since I only deal with women, it bothers me because it makes you think that, like, okay, if hold on, let me turn this down again. I'm tired of this my ass lady. Turn it off real quick. Let me turn it down, TV off. My bad, give me a second real quick.
Oh, good. I seen, who was it? Kemp, who I just had on the screen. Oh, Sean Kemp. What is Cam's fascination with Candace Owens? Hit the link, Sean Kemp. Are you the basketball Sean Kemp? Hit the link, and I'll tell you my fascination. I'm absolutely fascinated with Candace Owens.
That would be interesting if the Rain Man got on here, Sean Kemp.
I know, right?
My bad, I'm back now. My bad. Go ahead, y'all. My bad. I don't want to just budge in like that.
Oh, no, it was all good. It was all good. You had any questions, Gooch, or comment?
Well, where are you from, brother? First.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I'm in California. Specifically, I'm in Rialto,
California. Okay. So you've never in your, because you appear to be a young man, you've never once dated outside the race?
In high school I did. It was so in high school I did. Outside of that, that was it.
What does date mean? What does date mean, Gooch? Smash? What does date mean to you?
Yeah, smash.
You know what? No, I didn't. I didn't even get to that point. Well, so my story was when I was with this Caucasian lady in high school. It wasn't really something I was even. It was kind of like we was about to go to prom or something like that, but it didn't eventually happen. I forgot what happened. Well, no, actually, no, I didn't. We were supposed to go to homecoming, and I think I got tired. It was something that was just like it didn't match. Nothing matched with me and that lady. So that's what kind of caused us to, you know what I mean, to split. I'm like, come on. Okay. It caused us to split. So we didn't really connect like that. So that's what caused, you know, my issue.
Oh, okay.
He ain't doing the daddy thing. I hear the baby in the background.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Salute,
man. I'm about to put her in the bathtub right now. She, you know, she going off.
How old is your little one?
She is 1 and 14 months. My bad. So,
Man,
months.
salute. We always salute fatherhood, Black fatherhood. Hey, there you go. That's right.
Hey, little mama.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
mama. Yeah, she.
Well, man, go on and handle your business, Achilles, man. You know, you welcome whenever you finish doing what you're doing, man, or anytime you see us on, man. You welcome to hop on and say whatever you want to say, ask whatever you want to ask, man. The floor is yours. You VIP with us.
All right, salute to you, brother. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. Take care, brother. She like, Daddy, I want my bath now. Like,
yeah.
She started hitting like, I want my bath now.
Madon, you there still?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, I was gonna see if you could answer this one for me. You know how like I know you're familiar with the scripture. Okay, a lot of people pose this question and they be like, if Cain, how was Cain able to go to the land of Nod and get a wife if him, Eve, and Adam was the only people left, since we know Abel got deleted?
Right. That's right. He said all the people that see you will try to do something to you or whatever. Like, why am I worried about all the people that see me if I'm the only people on the planet?
Right.
So that just proves that there was other people on the planet that that preceded them, and that actually was the nation of people that made them. So we made that people. Is proven. Everybody gonna say it in different ways. Yeah, we all come from Africa. Nah, we don't come from Africa. We all come from black people. Africa is dirt. Africa is just a geographical location on the earth. We don't come from Africa. We come from black people. Now you can ask, where do black people come from? We don't come from Africa. Black people don't come from Africa. We chose Africa. We chose North Africa as the most energetic, most fertile, and minerally rich part of our planet for us to settle in as our throne. But we don't come from Africa. Africa didn't produce us.
Okay, now that's deep.
Yeah, we are the universal people. We're the gods of the universe. So somebody had to make Africa. Somebody had to make the planets or grow the planets. Planets are something that's grown or from a beginning. All creation has a beginning that's small, if not invisible, from a subatomic size up into, atoms and molecules, and then you just building on top of that. We are products. We was invisible to the naked eye when we was in our daddy's testicles. Now we got bones. Now we 6 feet tall and 200 pounds, getting angry and crying and all. We used to be microscopic germs that you can't see with the naked eye.
Right.
Damn, that's real. Damn. When you think about that, yo, that's real. Like, yeah, man. But I was wondering, because I was sitting here thinking on that story about Cain, and I was like, maybe the Bible is doing something they call telescoping, making a long story short and a short story shorter, because it seems to me it don't put an age on Cain and Abel. It never tells us how old they were, how old was Cain when he went to the land of Nod, unless it is, and I missed it.
Well, that Bible been stepped on so many times and tampered with and corrupted so much that you can't take it literally. You just got to look for the principle. It's a book of principles, and even some of them principles is stepped on, right? So you got to know what you're getting into, because the angels in the sky didn't type up the book. Some white man typed it up, right? So no matter what, and people say, I don't follow no book, I don't follow no man or something, or I'm talking about even Christians or Muslims. Like, I don't follow no man. Where you think the book came from? The book fell out the sky. You know what I'm saying? All of it comes from man.
That's real. So I had somebody challenge me on we was talking about how Prophet Muhammad, who y'all call Master Prophet Muhammad, how he got his information. So I heard some say people in the East was privy to some of this information, and I heard different perspectives. So what will you say, Master, who y'all call Master Prophet Muhammad, got his information from, knowing the circumference of the earth and the distance from the moon and the sun from the earth and all these things?
He got them from himself. He measured it himself. But if you're talking about as a child, his father was one of the holy wise scientists, or the elders that the Bible speak of, the 24 elders, one of the 24 elders, which is the keepers of sacred divine knowledge and revelations. I'm talking about the knowledge of creation, the knowledge of the sciences of everything in life. So when he was a young boy, his father took him around the world, you know what I'm saying, to meet other fellow God, holy wise scientists who kept certain secret bits of information, vital, information or profound wisdoms or knowledges or whatever. And he would pay large sums of money or gold or whatever he would, those people that had that information would require, and he would give that to his son, young father. And that along with the tutelage of his father and his father's divine rank, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, he grew past all of them at an early age. So that's like any child would do. That's what evolution really means, the evolution of God. So we taught the false idea of God. We think that the God of the originator, the very first one, is supposed to be smarter and wiser than the God of today. And that goes against the law of evolution. If God is the one set the law of evolution or growth towards eventual perfection and beyond, that means whatever we are now, whatever the God, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, experience, power, and all is now, is supposed to be greater than the one in the beginning, right?
Right.
So that's what evolution really means. Master Father Muhammad is supposed to be at least equal in knowledge, wisdom, understanding, force, and power with the originator, the original one. Otherwise, that God wouldn't be evolving. God wouldn't be improving. The originator, God, didn't have knowledge. He didn't create the first creation with knowledge. Knowledge is something that comes after creating, and then you go back and study what you did. He had intelligence. He was intelligence, but he didn't have knowledge because there was nothing to know yet. There's nothing recorded yet. So just the fact that the Bible says in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. I thought God was always eternal, and I thought his environment was always heaven. Wherever he was supposed to be where heaven was. But the Bible says he created heaven in the beginning. So what the hell was it before he created heaven? Right?
Man, that's real. That's a real question. For real. Yeah.
Why would it be a beginning and he was always God?
Yeah, that's something to think about.
So God evolves, God grows, God becomes more and more perfect, infinite, unlimited, new and new levels of perfection. There's no such thing as a ceiling or a cap or an end to perfection. Perfection is perpetual.
I see what you're saying. So I guess the question I hear from a lot of Black people in different segments that I be in is like what's the final call for Black people? Like, are we just to keep integrating, or should we you know,
You talking
what
about
should we do as
integrating
people?
with you talking about integrating like in interracial marriage, or integrating in sharing information with other races?
Well, I guess I mean integrating into the system that has perpetuated the same old, you know, oppression
Yeah.
that Black people has been under.
Yeah, you already answered the question. You already answered your own question with that one. Of course not. That's called Exodus. We supposed to be and let them go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because some Black people, they feel like we should build a future here in America, and build
Yeah,
America up,
you can do
and
that. You can do that. It don't have to include the slave master. We don't need to be around the slave masters, people. We don't need nothing to do with them.
Yeah, hey, that's 100. I agree. I definitely agree on that.
But yes, but the subject is Candace Owens regarding having something to do with the slave masters' children or descendants. They didn't have no power or control over being born white. So we don't condemn them because they're white. They condemn themselves if they refuse to war against their own weak, wicked nature, or they weak, wicked people. If they don't want to fight against wickedness, which is their own nature, then they're of no value. They condemn themselves. The law of nature, the time that we living in, is already getting rid of them. Their birth record is, not birth, their population, what you call that? For everyone that's born, one of them dies. So they don't have no growth rate, no birth, no population growth rate. So they already going extinct. So they can go faster. They can go, if they're gonna go extinct regardless. They can go extinct through love, through righteousness and love, or they can go extinct through hate of the righteous people and hate of God, and they can get out of here even faster.
Yeah, we definitely seeing it happen.
Yeah. So if they get to loving on Black people, they're gonna go extinct that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So that's the only reason they even lasted this long, because they practiced a strict birth control, or what do you call that? No race mixing policy. They wouldn't even be able to last long.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They tried to keep it pure back when it was,
Absolutely. They'll run through us. They'll run through us and make all kind of babies after they done Disneyed all of our little girls. You know what I'm saying? Throughout slavery, but they don't take accountability or responsibility. They just make little light-skinned slaves, that they don't care about. They focus, they respect on their pure blood, blue blood, Missy Ann wife in the house with them. But they'll run through the slaves and just have fun with them and make babies out of the slaves, but they don't see them as theirs.
Yeah. Hey, that's a fact, man. That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if somebody else was on or not. I was going to ask another question real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, now I was pertaining to the will, like what's like I think that's the big question to me, like the will, like a lot of people wonder about that. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it? I mean, what's behind it?
Right. Yeah, the wheel, or the so-called big UFO mothership that they just now reported today that Iran apparently has a big wheel mothership. But you're hearing so much of that language now in the news and from all these governments. They're saying is real. I don't know, well, I do know why they wouldn't believe the most righteous, the most successful and productive and uniting black figure in the history of descendants of slaves, which is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, when he taught on this big wheel in the 30s, in the 1930s. But now we in 2025 damn near, and now our people is ready to hear and believe that if the white man say it. So the white man is saying it now. The white man is saying, and the government is saying UFOs are real, and there's motherships, and there's little, planes that shoot lasers and bomb, and that can shut down, nuclear missiles and shut down all of the militaries of the world. But they gonna still lie and say that that's aliens when they know exactly who it is, and that's part of their above top secret, classified above top secret, eyes only, which is they know that it's Master Father Muhammad who built them and who's on them, who controls them. Well, actually now it's Master Elijah Muhammad. Those are his craft. You know what I'm saying? So they know exactly who it is. They know Master Father Muhammad is the one that sent down the wheels in Roswell. Ain't no wheel ever been shot down by no crackers. No Euro government, no government of this world ain't never shot down no wheels. Any wheels that hit this ground, it was sent down for them to reverse engineer it, for them to know this is me, this is who sent it down to you. And if it was any bodies on them, so-called alien bodies, it could have been, but they wasn't the pilots. Well, they was the passengers. They was the cargo that was to bear witness that Master Father Muhammad was telling the truth about the people of other planets.
Yeah, I guess everybody going back to looking up. A lot of people weren't looking up in the sky like they used to. Now everybody looking up damn near, and I kind of remind me of the scripture where it say, every eye shall see, but I don't know if that correlates with that, but
Yeah, it do, but they already prepared, the Satan already prepared his deception to deceive the people on that subject. They got so much false flag, they got so much technology and holographic this, or they got technology that they can make wheels or whatever. They not actual wheels, they're not the real ones. They can't perform like God's wheels do, but they can get up in the air and they can make ignorant black people panic or think that that this is the real thing, and that's what they doing this for. They whipping up a media frenzy about this whole UFO subject so they can push the alien narrative, so they can drain the last bits of treasury of the United States, you know what I'm saying, and get the last few trillions of dollars out of there, so they could say that it's a space force, or we need to prepare against the alien invasion and all of that. So that's what they're doing this for. They really know that they already checkmated, and they doom is already sealed by Master Father Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad and those angels that's on those wheels. They know that, but they're not ever going to tell you that or me that. So they gotta ball out. They gotta lie to us and drain the treasury and have as much freak offs and fun or whatever, while they get rid of as many of us as they possibly can. And that's what's going on right now. They know they on their way out, and they trying to take as many of us down and out with them as they can.
I see what you're saying, because I can kind of see it, because it seems to me, I'm gonna go ahead and be bold and say it. Seems to me it's kind of exactly what happened when it pertaining to reverse engineering, because it seems to me when I look at the technological leap, the quantum leap in technology that happened between the 30s and up, because when you look at the 1800s or the 1700s, right, they was riding around in wagon wheels. And then when you look at Egypt, the way they was building coffins and sarcophagus and things like that,
right,
it make the 1700s compared to the ancient time. I mean, it looked crazy. So I wonder, I'm like, yo, how did they get this leap in technology so fast from like the seemed like from the 30s up. Or something.
That's exactly why. Because Orville and Wilbur Wright, the Wright brothers, that's the first white people to ever fly. The first ones that did flight, in a little down there bicycle engine plane, wing plane in 1908. So it's say if it was 2028, that's only 120 years, right? So they ain't been flying but just a little over a century. So they went from a down there bicycle plane with a cloth wings and shit in 1908 to now they in space.
Right.
Or December 17, 1903. Thank you, Rube. So the Wright brothers' first flight was 1903. So if it's 2023, so that's like 2024, so that's like 120 years or something like that, right? Is that 120 years? I don't know. My math might be off, but the point being, the pyramids out there is at least 5,000 years old. Whatever technology that they use for the pyramids, that's far greater than putting a little plane together, right?
Right. Yeah, because if you look in America, from my perspective, they was building, you look in the 1800s, they was over here in America building wooden coffins and shit. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to curse. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, you good.
They was building wooden coffins.
Yeah.
They was building wooden coffins. And then when you look at Egypt, they had limestone and granite. It was like, the comparison is like crazy to me. So it seems to me that there was something going on in the ancient time that was more sophisticated than the 1800s, and then go from the 1800s up, like that leap in the technology, like the way we doing now, like we never would have thought this would be going on. Well, some of us probably did. In the 90s, I never imagined I'll be online like this, and with all this technology, just to me is mind blowing. And it seems like that reverse engineering, it seems to me it got a lot of truth to it.
Absolutely. There's no other explanation, because we're not just talking about technology, we're talking about flight. We're talking about human flight, being able to fly in the air. You know what I'm saying? Humans being able to fly in the air. That didn't happen for white people until 1903, right? First time that ever happened, 1903. The walls of the pyramid and like little gold artifacts that's in the pyramids or whatever already have flying craft, aircraft, little golden artifacts. So we taught in the nation, the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the wheel that we see today, this big UFO circular discs, the little 1,500 little discs, those ain't the first ones that was ever built. He taught us that our people use that same type of craft for millions of years. We've been interplanetary travelers. That's how we seeded the other planets with life. We've been traveling, to different planets with this type of technology. But this particular wheel is the greatest of them all. This particular wheel is so far advanced in God technology that is considered magic. By the gods, it's considered magic. The gods can't even duplicate it.
So let me ask you this, Cam. I know you're familiar with, is that Kamala religion, the Enuma Elish? Is it? I don't know if it's the Enuma Elish or what. No, it's not the Enuma Elish. It's called something else. Where they in their paradigm, they talks about how these different gods of theirs was flying, and you had all kind of aircrafts. I forgot what you call that, but it's from over there in India somewhere, Cambodia.
Hinduism?
Hindu, I think that might be Hindu, where they talks about the different gods with different machines, and some of the story seems like the narratives paint like they had atomic bombs and weapons, and
it's a whole lot of religions that have them same type stories. They got that type of story in Scientology. Scientologists got them type of beliefs and stories. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna find that all over the world. But the question is, what people was alive? If any of that was true, what people was it other than black people? Because there was no other people. There was no other races.
Facts. That's a fact. Yeah, because to me they give relevant you know that correlates with the wills and how you said the most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught y'all that, it wasn't just that will that, they use that technology to, another type of way. So to me, when I hear that narratives of those different paradigms or different perspectives of or their deities or whatever they call it, it seems to me it correlates, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey. And they have it in their, the Pope knows this, all of the highest secret fraternal society, secret fraternal orders all know this. Just like we in the nation know the lessons and what the lessons say, they know all of this information, but they sworn to secrecy upon pain and death, that they cannot reveal this. Otherwise, they'll be taken out and their families will be taken out and their lineage will be taken out. So they can't reveal it. So we're the only ones that can reveal it. And since we've been taught so much self-hate and self-distrust, when God really do show up and reveal these, revelations and these secrets, we're gonna say that, that's the devil. Oh, y'all got the devil. You know what I'm saying? White people ain't evil. White people ain't our enemies. We're gonna take up for the enemy.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, that's a fact. Hey, that's, man. It's amazing we still observe that to this day. That 400 years that put on us.
Gooch, what's your thoughts?
I like the young man. He's asking good questions, and you being Cam, you're answering them. I was just kind of, I'm learning too. So with every question he's asking, I'm taking in more knowledge. And this is how we grow. This is the campaign trail.
Man,
this is how we do it. This is how men do it.
Yep. So that's a fascinating subject. All these concepts that you see regarding superheroes like Stan Lee and Marvel Comics and all these abilities of human beings, not all of them, some of them, but as far as like the X-Men, that particular thing with Professor Xavier, where he's doing the cerebro thing and able to tune in on the minds of everybody on the planet. We literally do that. That's literally what our ability is regularly. So we got poison. Once we get poison, our third eye, the eye that we really see all of that with, and you heard many people say it now, saying the pineal gland and all of that. But all of that's true. All of that's our natural abilities. So psychic this and psychic that, that's natural to us. There's no such thing as supernatural. That's false. There's no such thing as miracle, and there's no such thing as supernatural. There's only superior knowledge, super knowledgeable, meaning that I know how nature works on such a high level above the rest of the populations that whatever I'm able to do with nature, the way I'm able to manipulate nature based on my knowledge, to you is considered magic. It's magic because you don't know how to do it and you don't know how I'm doing it. So teleportation or time travel, all these concepts really exist, but if you don't know how to do them, then you considered a witch or evil or a demon, or they're interdimensional demons, and they demons to you because they terrorizing your ass. They black people, they righteous black people that's doing all that.
I came to realize that over time that all these things are principles that we just either lost the knowledge to or just ain't privy to yet. It's just principles, like you were saying, basically exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, Akili, what you good?
Yeah, I had to give her a little bath, man. She's something else with that bath, man. Just damn. Yeah, it's my first baby, man. It's my first one.
Man, congratulations! It's a blessing. You are officially wealthy.
Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and let y'all finish it. What was y'all discussing? My bad, I just got back in.
We just talking about the power and the technology of the original people, which is the power of God, how we really are God. So we don't need to marvel like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, we don't need to marvel over the technology of these wheels or these UFOs. You marvel at the brain, the mind of the original people that made them.
Right.
You know,
it's ironic that you say that, because I was how, have you heard of like Chat GPT and AI, all that kind of stuff?
yeah.
I'm starting to think that like Wi-Fi, all that kind of stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I'm starting to think that it could be used as like portals, or it can be used as like send signals. I mean, which is obvious, of course, it's sending signals, but it makes you think like, how come we can't see the signal? You know what I mean? Why is it invisible? So it's like when I
visual sight is already limited. The range of the human eye is already so limited that you're never supposed to judge based on what you can and can't see with the limited range of the visual, the eyeball.
I mean, that's true, but you also have to think about this, right? And I know how the scriptures talk about don't judge off appearance and stuff. I think this is important as well. Like if we look at technology, right? You look at like they starting to. I don't know if y'all seen it, but they starting to. I don't know if it was Jamie Foxx or what celebrity it was, but they starting to make like robot girlfriends and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we know that's delusional. Anybody that's falling for that is already a loser. You know what I'm saying? That's something you just wanted to be a loser and shit. Like if you can't handle interaction or a relationship with another real human being, then you already
right
on what you want.
Right. So it makes you think that like when you look at a lot of the technology is out, like even the whole Tesla car and all that kind of stuff. I believe that they're using that as soon as they get all mankind or most of mankind like addicted to technology to a point where they feel like they can't live without it. I do believe that it's going to be used. Like I'm pretty sure you've seen when what's the name, Elon Musk, that was up there with Trump talking to him, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, well, this is my personal belief. I could be wrong, but I believe that Elon Musk technology is going to be used to catapult, if you want to call it the marketed beast, the satanic society, whatever you want to call it. I believe he's going to use his technology, whatever he got going on, to usher that stuff in.
I mean, that's cool, but you got to keep in mind that there's already superior scientists that got all of that checkmated. So if we walk around fearing what Elon Musk gonna do, as though there ain't holy wise scientists, warriors that already got weapons of total destruction for them and this world sitting right above our head right now, then we just living in fear about Elon Musk. We making Elon Musk and his resources and his technology a god beside the real God, beside the black God. We quick to worship a white God and fear a white God instead of thinking about the original black God that they got their technology from.
No, true. I'm not denouncing that. What I'm saying is that we got to look at like what we. I'm not denouncing that. What I'm saying is like we look at where we are at right now. Right now, I do agree that a lot of the technology, a lot of the stuff. When we look at some of the hieroglyphs, a lot of them have took a lot of the ancient scrolls, a lot of the technology from back then, which I think is amazing though. I will say that. But when I do think about it, I do believe that the higher has greater technology that we have never, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that we have never seen before. You know what I mean? Stuff out there that's like, wow.
You saying that Elon Musk got that?
No. I'm saying that I believe the creator has it, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? When you look at the fallen, you look at some people.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. That's what the wheel represents. The wheel represents a whole new world, a whole new mathematics, whole new science, whole new technology, whole new plants and animals, and a whole the new Jerusalem, the new world is seeded on that wheel already. All of the seeds of the new world is already on that wheel. But you was talking about people that fear what Elon Musk is going to do, right?
No. That's not what I was saying necessarily. What I was saying about Elon Musk, I was just saying that we seen he could be used. I was just saying like Elon Musk could be used as a tool to usher in all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, it's already in. It's already it's been in.
No, true. I see what you're saying. I'm just saying to a point where it's at a point where mankind is lazy to it. Does that make
Well,
sense?
we already there. Like we already there. We've been there. That's why we such a helpless, emotional, mentally dead, sick, ill, ignorant people right now. We don't know how nothing works. We on this computer right now. We don't know how it works. Nothing. No, we don't know nothing about no kind of technology and how it works.
Right.
We just consumers. We just being entertained. We chasing ass or chasing D. You know, we chasing money, whatever. We're not chasing knowledge of how to cure disease or knowledge of how to, improve your life. We're not chasing none of that.
Right. And then now you say that, it makes me think too, like, there are some brothers out there that do chase knowledge. There's some sisters out there that chase knowledge. I think it's weird that not all sisters, not all brothers, but people in general are more so addicted to that kind of guy or that kind of woman that's not about that kind of life. That's not about improvement, health improvement when it comes to longevity in life. Sometimes they consider that man or that woman to be boring. You know what I mean? So it makes you think, like, if you're not with a partner or with somebody that does that, you never will be exposed to it. I mean, sometimes you can be exposed to it when you look at TV, all that kind of stuff, but to really interact with all that kind of stuff, I do believe that now it's like, oh, he's boring because he doesn't want to go to the club. Oh, she's boring because she ain't trying to drop a hot or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So I do think that kind of does damage, how we, produce things.
Yeah. Boring, like I always say, boring is a concept for children. Only children or immature people say something is boring. A mature, responsible adult is going to go occupy themselves with something that's not boring. Boring suggests that this is a vacation or something. Life is a vacation. Instead of realizing that you at war, 24 hours a day, we at war. So there's no time to be bored. There's a time to prepare, you know what I'm saying? Or time to rest and get ready for the next wave of battle. But adults would never say we're bored.
Hear me? Yeah, something wrong with my internet. But I mean, that's true. I see what you're saying. Even when I look at like, cause I know when I was talking earlier and I got off the mic, I had to go to give her a bath. But I was kind of going to go back to the whole interracial thing. I do think that, like, when I look at the difference when it comes to myself and somebody else that's not like me, and then I think about too, like, everybody that look like me or could be, look like us could be just different. You know what I mean? We always saying that, Black people or Hebrews or Native American, whatever you want to call us, are not monolith. You know what I mean? We're not the same as everybody else. So it makes me
actually Black people are a monolith. That's part of the deception. Who taught us that we were something different? So we all are monolith in nature. All of our nature is exactly the same. Whatever we choose to do or get deceived to do or get influenced to do, that's something else. But we all are made of the exact same thing. All of our nature is exactly the same. So we are exactly a monolith. We are one organism. We are one species.
Okay, I agree with you on that. What I think what I'm saying is more so when we look at, like, for example, let me give an example. There's some brothers out there that are not addicted, but that are into art, right? Art can be whether it's poetry, art can be whether it's just like painting on the wall or painting or whatever the case is. Some could be rappers. Some people can be like we call it sculptors. I'm more so going in that realm. Some brothers like play football. Some like to do fighting. Some people, some of us like to do different things. Maybe I could be using the wrong word. But what I'm saying is that there's at a point where there's not, a lot of we're just different. You know what I mean? We look the same, yes, or we bleed the same, wherever the case is. I'm just saying when it comes to our style and sometimes even our mindset can be extremely different to a point where it's like, okay, I can get with this other race of woman, right? And be so into her, but then realize she's not really into me. She into a certain stereotype. You know what I mean? So that's what I was getting at, with that.
So I hear, allow me, because I love once people say certain words, and it's not no diss or nothing like that, because I heard a lot of females used to say this thing, right? So This is the etymology dictionary definition of the word monolith. Right? Monolith means monument consisting of a single large block of stone. Right? Consisting of a single stone made of one stone. Mono means one, single one. So all black people are one. You know what I'm saying? We are one. So the deception is that we're separate. We're different. The enemy always wants us to think we're different when we are one. Our power is in being united, being one. We don't have to do exactly the same thing, but one stone is made out of how many atoms? One stone is made out of how many separate molecules? Right?
Right. I see what you're saying. You know, okay, no, I can give you that. I can concede to that. I can give you that. Yeah, I can give you that. I think for me it was just more so looking at the a different aspect. And honestly, and to be fair, I think I heard that word so much to a point where I never really looked at the definition myself. And I can see where I'm like, you know what, maybe I should research what the hell I'm saying. Research the words I'm using. So I can concede to that.
Yeah, and those is just concepts that some rainbow or some Satan or some female emotionalist or feminist or something like came up with, and it just sounded knowledgeable. Like we didn't feel like looking it up. Like, oh, okay, we're not a monolith. All right, whatever that means. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you look up the word.
Yeah. Have you heard of Clubhouse?
Who?
The app called Clubhouse?
Oh yeah. I used to see that. It was too messy for me.
Yeah, it was way too messy. It was way too much just arguing with each other. But I think about it, you're right. I've heard a lot of women say, well, we're not a monolith. I'm like, I never really, I'm like, okay, cool. But I was too lazy. I was so into arguing. I didn't really take time to listen and research what the hell she's saying. And I noticed a lot of women did use that term. That's crazy. You're right. Damn, you're right. I didn't think about that.
So they be trying to sound like new age, esoteric, or like they on some new wisdom that we ain't up on. And if you just go define the word, you're like, what did that mean? How did that have anything to do with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like what it got to do with anything? You're right. I should have. Yeah, you're right. I could have thought about that a little more. I think for me, like being in California, and I'm actually trying to move right now. I'm looking at me and when we think about going out of state, going to like Texas. We're trying to get we're trying to get some land right now. We're looking at property that's auctioned, whether it's some people that got back taxes or whatever. So we're trying to get the hell out of here, man. It just like we're really trying to get to a point where we secluded, where it's not really too many of us. I mean, never say us, but too many people around.
Man, you said it. You let it slip. You said it. I heard you, man. I heard you don't want to be around your own people. Oh, damn.
No, I'm not saying. No. I'm more so saying like I just don't want it like so because we know shit gonna hit the fan soon, right?
Yeah. But you need your people around.
No, true. I see what you're saying on that. What I'm saying is that it's really the culture aspect, because sometimes when you're around a lot of certain people and the mindset is always just let me say this, the mindset is on not really as focused when it comes to like development, when it comes to resources. Okay, let's look at how can we build shelter, how can we build windmills and stuff like that. So
you said it right. You talking about people of like minds. You want to be around your people if they're of like minds.
Yeah, we say that. Yeah. So I just looking at California and being where I'm at, it's crazy because it's like it's a lot of homeless where you see, and it sucks because I'm like, damn, it makes me think like, what can I do to help them out? But some of them really don't care, no matter how much money you give, how much food you give. Some are just stuck on drugs. Some are just like, I remember I spoke to a homeless guy before. He was just like, he like it like this. He don't feel like he got an answer to nobody. I'm like, I can't beat him. But then at the same time too, how can I really say he's wrong? Because back then, I'm pretty sure we used to live in like tents and huts and shit like that.
But we lived in a community though. We lived in a whole.
We did.
Yeah. So anybody that think you're gonna be in solitary confinement, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna be like Tom Hanks on that island with that volleyball and shit.
Oh man, I seen that movie. I was like, There was a movie where it was that part of that
Wilson.
movie.
You're gonna be like him and Wilson.
Yeah, I remember that movie, man. He had a cell phone. Remember, he had some gifts or whatever, and it was a cell phone. He didn't in one of the boxes that he didn't even open up.
Yeah, I'm just saying that we're social creatures. We're meant to be part of a social community, a nation, a town, a country. So we won't survive mentally in isolation.
You're right. Because no matter, even if we just decide to get our own business, our own finance, or our own business, and because all our business is going to service somebody else in some kind of way.
Yeah, I mean, you just would be out of touch. Like I said, you will, mental illness is produced from that type of unnatural, not interacting, not socializing with people. And we do it. We handicap our children too, because we might be traumatized, or we might think we saving them from drama, or saving them from gangs, or saving them from this and that, and then we wind up isolating our own children and turning them into antisocial, people that don't know how to relate to people.
It's funny that you said that, because I was talking to my woman about this, about my daughter. I was like, I want her to be homeschooled. I don't want her going outside. I said something that was a joke, but maybe it wasn't really too much a joke. I was like, instead of her going out too much, let me build a Walmart, let me build a school, let me build a mall in the backyard, and she can just chill like that. I was just like, I thought about what I said. I was like, wait a minute, that's stupid to think like that, because she has to interact with people.
Right. You just gotta go out and battle for morality and whatever with your own people. Like, you got to go out and find people of like minds, and if they not like minds, you got to try to influence their mind to be like minded. So no matter what, we have to interact with each other. We created as social creatures. We absolutely need companionship. We need unity, because we are a monolith. And if you try to be something separate than your species, then you're going to quickly deteriorate. You're going to quickly become worthless. You know what I'm saying? We only as valuable as we are able to, interact and help our species.
Right. And that's why I kind of noticed that, like, a lot of my colleagues, a lot of my friends are older. A lot of them are like 30, because I'm 27 right now. A lot of them are like either 34, 40, a little bit in, I don't want to say too much of 60, you know what I mean? Because I guess the patience is not there with some of them. But a lot of my colleagues are older, and it made me think, like, why is that? I don't really like people my age. And I was starting to think, like, maybe it's because, like, certain things that people could be into, I'm already past. You know what I mean? A lot of my colleagues, I'm like, I can listen to the wisdom too. And also, this might seem a little weird, but this, I don't know, it's kind of like my thought. My main thing is too, like, a lot of my colleagues that are older, a lot of them are like physically bigger than I am. So it makes me think, like, you know what? I'm gonna respect this man. I don't want to say nothing to piss this person off, but also I will be truthful as well. So it makes me think, like, you know what? Let me make sure that I can keep myself. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I can keep myself in alignment with brothers, where it's like we all operate with respect and wisdom. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's kind of how I kept myself. It's weird, because I had a colleague when I first left. I used to go to this church called Interracial. Well, let me shut up. Well, actually, it is what it is.
Yeah, it ain't
I
nothing.
I used to go to this church years ago. I had a guy named LaShawn. It's weird. He pulled me out. He was there for a while. He was close to the pastor. Then he pulled me out the church. Let me not say that. I believe the Most High used him to pull me out the church. Let me say that. And from there, it was just like, you know what? Let me start researching. Let me start seeing what's the truth. What's really going on. And I'm starting to realize, you know what? It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of stuff that some people was teaching wasn't correct. And it's crazy, because even if I talk to people that I went to church with, they don't think I'm demonic. And I'm like, nah, read the book. Certain things y'all doing is not correct. So that's why I started to realize that wisdom and instruction is something that I love.
Yeah, it just got to be appealing to you. Got to be attractive, man. You know, males is attracted to wisdom, but we attracted to the application of it. Meaning, it got to translate into power. We got to see the power in it and how it can benefit us. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, usually if it's your age, you're not finna respect no preaching or no this or no that. These youth be on results. Okay, where the bag at, or where your results? What do you got to show for this? You know, y'all ain't trying to hear no talking. Y'all trying to see the results.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I've been into. You know, because at the end of the day, you're right. People could just talk, and that's a scary thing because it makes me think like, how can we just be so addicted to how good somebody speak, and never how good can somebody produce what they speaking about?
Yeah, because it's company. It's company. You know, because part of what we crave is, you know, socializing. That's why it's called social media. We're social creatures. So even if you not teaching me how to get money, you're paying me attention. Like we could be on here, we talking, we ain't never met, like, you know what I'm saying, in person and nothing like that, but we socializing. You know what I'm saying? You still here, I'm still here. Like that means we both getting something out of it. People that's watching is still watching. So it's value in live, real time interaction. You know what I'm saying? Real time socializing with other human beings, especially if, you know, they saying something that kind of resonate with you. People pay money for that. People pay money just come over and keep me company, or it's an escort service, or some little girl that's gonna, you know, walk down a red carpet with you. Like people pay money for quality company or companionship. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So
it's crazy that you say that because a while ago, I was trying to look for a place to live. Right, I was going to rent a room out, and look, I'm not there yet at no more, but it was at the point where I was going to rent a room out, and I was looking on Craigslist, I was looking on different platforms, and it's crazy because there was a guy that had a room, and his little description said, "Look, I'm 48." He said, "I'm 48. Um, if you're a female, you can stay here for free." He said the deal is that, look, we can just be friends with benefits. Let's get to know each other, see if we like each other, but you can stay here for free. You know, but if you're a male, but actually he didn't even want no man. He didn't really want no man. He just like, look, if you're a female, you can live here for free. You know what I'm saying? You can stay here, do, you know, save your money, do what you need to do. And I wasn't really mad at the guy for saying that because I'm like, he's older dude. He wants some, you know, he wants some tail, he wants some companionship, like he was saying. And I was just like, damn, this brother really just said that. But I couldn't really be mad because I'm like, I get it. You know what I mean? If he got the means to provide and he wants somebody in his fold, whatever the case is, I couldn't really fault him at that. But it just made me think when you just said that people need companionship, because for me, I was just thinking like, you know what? Even, and now you say it, even if I am by myself and secluded, you know, just, you know, a home and just me, I can be out of touch with the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's, you know, what they got going on in grocery stores, what they got going on in, you know, certain type of water supplies and stuff. Like, if I'm not paying attention, and then well, it makes me think too, like, if I choose to be secluded, should I not listen to the news? Because we know sometimes the news can lie, right?
Well,
So
the
it makes me
news
think
ain't
like,
the news ain't your organism. The news is not your species.
right.
So you're not supposed to be secluded from your species. You could be secluded from your enemies, but you're not supposed to be secluded from other cells of your organism. You understand? Cells communicate with each other. They pass data on to each other. That's what benefits the cell. That's what lets white blood cells or T cells or whatever know that there's an intruder and know how to, you know, go deal with it as soon as possible. We have to interact with each other. Soon as you separate yourself from your organism, you die.
You know what? That's crazy that you said that because you're right. Everything, even on our body, you know, need each other in some kind of way. Like right now, I'm
Yeah.
a little congested. I'm a little congested, a little bit. You
Oh,
know what
you
I mean?
good?
But
You good?
it's
You good?
necessary. It's necessary because like if I ain't got none of this, you know, I ain't call it snot, but you know, congestion.
Yeah.
It's not gonna help.
Yeah.
It's helped me fight the infection or whatever the case is. So
Right.
it makes a lot of sense.
Communication. This communication right here is healing. whether you know it or not. The way our body works, you know what I'm saying, and interacting and you being able to transmit and receive, you know, positive, meaningful communication is like my brother Rube said, a man is only as alive as he is able to communicate. We thrive, we function, we grow, we heal, we're energized by communicating, especially if the communication is at a high frequency, high value. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah. So would you say that when it comes to the scriptures, when it was talking about how be slow to speak, you can still speak. It never said don't speak, but it says be slow to speak and be quick to listen.
Absolutely.
And I can see why. Yeah, I can see why it's effective. It never said don't ever speak, but be slow to speak and listen first. And honestly, I was the kind of guy that felt like they need to debate everybody, debate this and debate that. And I realized that even messed up my relationships. Well, like when I got off of Clubhouse, I was just so busy trying to argue, oh, well, you're wrong on this, you're wrong. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that. You know, I don't want to be that kind of guy where I'm just arguing and trying to prove a point. I left the app alone. I had been on the app really in I think 2 years or so, you know, and I realized, you know what, I don't need to always debate. She actually checked me. It was like, why are you always trying to debate so much? I'm like, that's a good ass point. Even the Instagram, I just took off my Instagram. I used to get so used to trying to I used to get used to arguing with people on Instagram. Like somebody posted a post about, yeah, I guess she never gonna get married, and I was like, yeah, she probably not. And I had to realize I don't even know this lady. Why am I even trying to debate and argue? And I caught myself because I'm like, I want to see our people happy. I want to see our sisters married. I want to see our brothers getting the service that they need. I want to see the sisters get the service that they need. I shouldn't be used to trying to argue. And you're right, it's the like-minded. If I'm surrounded by men that like to argue, I'm gonna start arguing.
Yeah. So that's the only thing you do have control of is you have control of your own reactions, your own mind, your own, way that you choose to respond or not respond, or the way you choose to perceive something as a threat or not a threat. I don't care what nobody say about me, that I'm not threatened by it. But I'm gonna have to get off of here though, Big Keely, because my
thing, man. I'll catch you later on.
For sure, man. I appreciate the conversation and the company, bro.
Yes, salute.
All right, salute. Peace. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
I want to say hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so when we do a new upload or a new live, you'll always get notified.
All right, you're getting kind of fluent. You wasn't stuttering like your daddy. All right, just kind of flowing, hustling, flowing. What she said. Hit all that YouTube stuff. Hit the thumbs up, the like button, all that good stuff. We don't want to bore y'all. We don't want to, overdo it. But we know that it's coming up on the 12 days of Trixmas, and it can get real lonely this season, especially if we don't have certain loved ones that might have transitioned or might be ill or might be going through certain depressions and, trials and tribulations, that we need this type of communication, this type of interaction, real-time live interaction from quality brothers or sisters. You know what I'm saying? Not preaching to you, but sometimes you just need, some positive energy, a voice that seems like it's, you can sleep to it, or you don't fear falling asleep. So you're gonna be saying some drama, some corruption, seeping into your subconscious while you sleep. Sometimes we just need a positive, trustworthy voice or ears, as sounding board. So that's what I'll be trying to be, just a brother. That's the best title I could possibly have, is brother, real brother. So we don't do this for no other reason, that we just want to be quality company. We want to be good companions and therapists and patients, because I'm a patient at the same time that I'm a therapist. Right, no Nimrod trees, no Jeremiah 10s, no, down with Satan clause, up with the Messiah. If you're gonna celebrate Christmas, actually celebrate Christ's mass, not heathen mass, not Jeremiah 10 heathen pagan business, not making corporate small caps rich in the name of a God and a Jesus that they don't even believe in. They know you believe in it, so they're gonna manipulate you and exploit you according to your emotional belief or whatever. So don't let them do that, and don't lie to your children. Don't let your children believe that animals talk or snowmen talk or reindeer fly or some fat white man gonna be going down a chimney that you don't have. Shit.
I'm like, there's so much like movies and stuff about like there is Santa and stuff, and it's like in some of the movies they be like a child or something tell them it's not real, and they're like, don't ruin it for them.
Don't ruin his crisp. Don't ruin his lies. Don't ruin these needles I'm sticking in my son's brain. Let me ruin his concept of reality.
Cause for real, a fat man with the beard, a gray long beard and stuff,
Right.
is gonna be coming down your chimney.
A fat what kind of man?
White man.
Yeah, don't just say a fat man. I'm black. A fat white man coming down my chimney. That might trigger some of my trauma, my 400-year traumas.
And also, that's technically like breaking. Like,
oh yeah, that's definitely a home invasion. That's definitely a felony.
And you gonna eat your cookies and stuff.
Yeah, that ain't cool. That's not good.
So you're supposed to like know like that this man, this white fat man with the long beard is supposed to break in your house, and you know it, and you're gonna put on some cookies. You're gonna bake some chocolate chip cookies and put on the milk, and then you're just gonna leave it there and fall asleep with the like you don't know.
Fall asleep too. He want me to fall asleep while he in my house, so he can put something in my stocking. Nah, I'm good. I'll stay awake. I'm good. Every year I hear happy holiday. What's my religion? I do what the dollars say. That's why I celebrate Christmas, because this overweight redneck devil is big business. All season I'm up praying on black communities is what I'm saying, and y'all keeping me fat. All over America, it's on like that. Kids waiting for St. Nick. Just leave me some cookies and get off my damn well, I forgot the rest of it. Something.
But it's like you. That's very definitely a home invasion. You expect me to fall asleep and leave some snacks, like
after you violate my house and maybe me here have these snacks. Saying, have a tasty snack.
Like, thinking about it, like with all the movies and stuff about Christmas and all that,
man.
And they expect it to be like, oh, thank you for the cash out.
Nafisa, we saw you, Nafisa. Thank you, Nafisa, for the cash out.
Thank you.
Thank you with that 11, that God number, that master number.
Yeah, but like, thank you, but it's just, how do you expect me to leave snacks? Like make some snacks that I bought with my money, and put
I already don't got no money. That's why I'm begging you for a present that I can't afford.
And then you expect me to put you just expect me to leave out snacks, and then I expect you to fall down the chimney and stuff and break in my house on with the reindeer and stuff like.
Man, how dumb can y'all be? What I say? How dumb can y'all be? Damn, I forgot. Something. No food in the kitchen, and you go and buy a tree. Something, nigga, please. Your house is a wreck, and you decorating trees. Man, your house is a wreck, but you decorating trees.
And he's supposed to put the presents under the tree while you break it up.
Man,
okay, yeah, like you don't know if he just gonna violate you in your sleep or something. Like you don't know.
Yeah,
anything.
man. So
I don't know why you would want. Oh, thank you,
Monique. Thank you, Monique. Got your cash app. Thank you, Monique.
Thank you,
man. So I'm not trying to rain on y'all's parade or whatever, but I am trying to rain on the lies. Don't tell your children lies. You know what I'm saying? Could have spared them the sadness. What did I say? Yeah, pops, you silly too. You should have told your children Santa Claus was really you, and spared them the sadness before they got all caught up in holiday madness. But You know what I mean? Hey, y'all say it's fun. Y'all say it's fun.
But what I'm really trying to say is because, like, you really shouldn't tell your children these lies and stuff about Santa Claus and all that, because honestly, like, they're the people that they look up to and stuff. And if you're telling them all the lies, like, it's just gonna just make them sad and stuff when you tell them the truth. Like, you don't want to grow up with that idea, and
right.
like, you want to think of a fat white man in a red suit with a long beard coming down your chimney. You're supposed to leave them cookies and milk so they can
so you can fall in love with him instead of your mama or your daddy that suffered enslaved to get you that gift.
They gave you all those gifts and stuff, and
and you want to get a credit to a white man. You want your child to fall in love with a white man instead of fall in love with you.
And the Christmas tree and all that, they're trying to like make that we worship on like Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Thank
Lamar Elmatic. Thank you, Elmatic. Man. Thank y'all, man. Dang, man. What do we say? What do you say?
you.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you, Allah. You know, because that's who Allah is to us. Just like I was telling Akili, we don't know about no spook, spirit, ghost, mystery, invisible God. Our God is in y'all. So we all are part of the body of God. So when we need anything, our own people shows up. If our people need anything, we show up. So that's what it's about. You're not responsible for us, for another adult, but any charity or any well wishes and well wills, all of that works. Your prayers work. When I'm saying, you know, even you typing in the comment section. That's why I always be pushing that concept of messages in water. Like if you're having some illnesses or you just whatever, just make it a regular practice of writing healing words and positive words on your food or on your drinks. James, thank you, Big James. Wa alaikum salam. J.A., thank you, James. Appreciate you, Allah. See, that's our Allah.
Nafisa Jackson, it actually scared the crap out of me. And my mom told me that they bought gifts. I was looking up the chimney all the time in December.
Damn, saying that ain't cool.
Yeah, because honestly, like, what type of story, like, you trying to tell your children that this person is going, this random person is supposed to give you gifts and put them under the tree and put stuff in your stockings, and then you're supposed to leave out every, like, I just don't. It just don't make no sense. It's not something that you want to put in your children's mind. Like, that's like some special person that comes from the North Pole. The
North Pole. So this is what I taught all my children is, and I knew I had to do this. I had to outdo Christmas. I had to outdo Santa Claus. I had to outdo Christmas trees. I had to outdo all of the Christmas carol songs that they hear the whole season. We had to outdo that. So by me being Cam, you know, especially when I first became a father years ago, down to 30 years ago, I made it a point to make Ramadan. This is when we still was observing Ramadan in the month of December, because we, you know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was trying to have us counteract all that pagan business with righteous celebration and righteous holy days. So we did a like a every day, like a Kwanzaa thing, but it was for Ramadan. The whole month of December, every day was something special. Every day was a gift or a treat or a trip, or, you know what I'm saying? So where once December 25th came, the lost found, or the black people that, you know, that was just waiting on that day, they was jealous and envious of my children. Like they wanted to be Muslims because the Muslims got whole, you know, Ramadan 30 days worth of, you know, so I had to use that type of understanding and wisdom and psychology. So my children didn't feel like they missed out on no fat white man on one day, December 25th, even though the whole culture is making it seem like you go to the mall, you smell the pine, you smell the whatever, and see the mistletoe, you see everybody, hey, Merry Christmas, treating you nice. We had to outdo that in the nation, in my household and in the nation. We had to make our children love Allah and reality and the black man and woman and the powers of God, not the powers of Saint Nick. the powers of a reindeer, and he got a list and checking it twice, and he knows.
And you try to check who's
Yeah.
bad or nice,
Yeah.
naughty or nice.
What's the movie we seen with Rock? With the Rock?
With red one.
Red one or something like that. Yeah, so they got cartoons. You got all these good feelings and good taste in food and family and all that. You got to go to war against that. I'm not saying that that's not a beautiful thing to experience for family, but it's not supposed to be done in the name of heathen paganism, blasphemy against Christ, because it ain't even about Christ. It's about commercialism. It's about Satan clause or whoever the hell that is. Ain't got nothing to do with Jesus.
Yeah,
You know
I think
what
it's supposed to be Jesus' birthday or something.
Yeah.
But it's not even nothing's about Jesus.
Ain't nothing about Jesus.
Like, where's the present for Jesus or something? Y'all just getting presents and you leaving them in your stockings and stuff. What is that? You're not leaving it in Jesus' stocking or something.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Jesus wears stockings. Do I wear stockings? What the hell stockings even got to do with it? I didn't wear no stockings, nigga. Shit. That's part of the Disney rainbow agenda or something. I don't want no stockings, nigga. But this is why we gotta talk real talk and we make it fun. And if you got a little bread, if you buying them gifts anyway, buy them gifts for the real reason for the season. Let them know it's you. They still gonna ride the same bike the same way. They still gonna be just as happy as the other children that got a bike. But they gonna have a real story. Like, man, my Jesus is the black man, and he was able to do this, and he got high technology, UFOs, and he do more than a fake sleigh going to house. He go from planet to planet. He go from solar system to solar system. Like, you can give them all kind of glorious, real science, not fiction, but science fact stories about the power of God and Jesus and the real, reason for the season, and make it fun for them. And then they still get toys. And then they learning about unlocking the power of their own brain, their own God brain. Like, it's a win-win situation, man. Why would you want to sign up for this poison, this bullshit, man? Stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need help, man. Stop it.
Stop lying to these children.
You know what I'm saying? Stop lying to your children, man. Stop letting other people lie to your children. Right?
But to honestly, in all seriousness and stuff, to all the parents and stuff, do not lie to your children about this man, about this just this random man that comes through your chimney. What is that supposed to mean? I feel like I'm in danger. Why should I look forward to someone coming through my chimney?
Because they bring gifts. That's down there. Like, here, get in this van, little girl. I got gifts. I got some gifts for you.
I got some candy.
Right.
But honestly, because when you're a child, you look up to your parents and stuff, because they're honestly like the God, because your mother birthed you and stuff, and you naturally have that clinginess and stuff to your parents.
Yeah.
So they're going to believe what you say, because they're young and they don't know any better. So if you tell them something like it's this white fat man called Santa we're gonna celebrate our first Christmas together.
We're gonna celebrate this fat man coming through our window.
And we're gonna bake chocolate chips and cookies, and we're gonna leave them all for him.
We're gonna leave him for him. We're gonna sing songs. We're gonna try to stay awake and see if we can see him home invasioning us. See him breaking and entering on our property.
Yeah, it's just, but because they look up to parents and stuff. You don't know how much they look up to you, but and you're telling them stuff like Halloween, we could do Halloween and stuff and knock on other people.
Oh yeah, we don't even go into Halloween.
Yeah, but it's just too much. It's just too much holidays that revolve around real stuff that's not even it's just, I don't really know if I have to explain it, but the point is that they don't lie to your children about unreal stuff. Keep them in touch with reality. You don't want to put this in their mind and and let them infect their other children or something.
Man.
Like you just honestly do not want to just put that in their mind.
You don't want to, like she said, don't put that lies in their mind. But since everybody around them, all their little classmates and neighbors do believe in that, teach them.
Like not to like teach them that that's not reality. Teach them that
and teach them how to fight. Because your child is gonna have to know how to fight once you tell they tell their friends that Santa Claus and all that shit ain't real and your parents is lying to you. You gonna have to fight them. So teach them how to fight. Teach them the truth and teach them how to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you just don't want to put that whole thing in their mind, because it'll just make you like, because when you're a child, it's just like you're not even thinking about it really, and they just tell you like straight up that it's Santa Claus, and like we're gonna sing all these carols like these singers or someone gonna come up to our door and sing carols like it's beginning to look
and you damn near they got you damn near praying to Santa Claus because you said I want a Barbie doll, I want a Barbie house. Like who you talking to? I'm talking to Santa, Mom. Like what about Jesus, nigga? This is Jesus' birthday. You need to be asking Jesus what he want from you. Nigga. Ask not what Santa could do for you. Nigga. What can you do for Jesus around this one? It's his birthday. He the one died supposedly for you, right?
And I bet Jesus didn't even get a list. He didn't even get a list.
He got a list, all right. Well, scribes and Pharisees gave his ass a list. Yeah. King of the Jews, king of the such and such. He had a list for his ass.
But when you're a child like it and you're not even thinking about it, it seems like so magical, but then you gotta eventually tell your children that it's not real. Like, why even put that in their mind that's not even it's possible, but that's
no, it's not possible.
No, I mean like the chimney part, but that's home invasion. But it's not possible.
That ain't possible.
That is not possible.
That's impossible.
Yeah, but don't even put that in their brain. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Well, that's all I got to say. Just
you said a mouthful. You know what I'm saying? From the youth, you have heard the youth. The youth is speaking wisdom from a child, man. So, anything else you want to say before we tap on out?
I want to say that to everyone, have a great. It's not even really evening no more. It's about to be morning in a few hours. Yeah. But it's technically evening. But good. I just want to say a good evening. Have a good evening to everyone and stuff.
Yep. Have a blessed, peaceful evening. We praying for y'all. We willing for y'all. We fighting for y'all. We working for y'all. We studying for y'all. And doing that for y'all, we also doing it for ourselves. So on that note, where the deuces at? Let's see the deuces. Peace.
Also, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so we always get notified when there's a new upload or new live. And thank you for the $2.
Thank you, Messenger 215. Salute, Messenger 215. Salute all of y'all, man. Much love and blessings and peace. And God willing, we back at y'all tomorrow. Campaign Trail. Peace.